Hello my friends and welcome back to Strange Rebel Gaming. I'm Brianna. Today we're going to be talking about today's biggest topic, which oddly enough isn't the presidential debate. It's the Nintendo Switch. And I'm super stoked about it. I don't even really have time to make this video. I'm up super early because I have 2 auditions today that I really have to focus on, but I couldn't leave the house without making just a very quick video about my first impressions about the Nintendo Switch because I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Nintendo Switch. I watched the trailer video that Nintendo posted on their YouTube page. But first I went to Nintendo's website and it was completely crashed. For the past 30 minutes, have been trying to access it and I can't. The website is done. It is done for. So many people have flooded the website trying to get information about Nintendo's new console, which was formerly known as the Nintendo NX and is now known as the Nintendo Switch, that Nintendo's website couldn't deal with the traffic and just is completely down. So that's something to say for how excited people are about this trailer. Now, we weren't sure how much of a reveal we were going to get. They teased that there was going to be some kind of reveal last night, but we weren't sure if it was going to be a full reveal or a half minor tidbit of reveal. This turned out to be a pretty huge reveal. We got its name. We got to get our first look at the console. Nvidia just came out saying that they're going to be powering the device, which is pretty incredible and people are very excited about it. And the reason that this is so exciting is because so many reasons. I don't even know where to start. So the thing that was most apparent to me from the very beginning is that it has modularity. And I find that so interesting. I mean, it's got these removable controllers and both can be used independently, but they're about this big, which makes me think, how fast are people going to lose that? There's also the capability of buying a separate remote that's a little bit more traditional, yeah, which makes me think that so much money can be made from this console. Nintendo is going to make so much money off of this. And, you know, I'm not even mad about it. I'm going to spend all my money on it. I have to. I'm so excited about it. So their modularity is there, and the reason that there's modularity there is because it allows the console to be open concept, pretty much, which is a little bit weird for a home console that has any sort of graphical power, but it's powered by Nvidia, so you know that it's going to, which I find so interesting because according to what we know, all of the titles that will be available for the Nintendo NX, the Nintendo Switch, are not only going to be able to be played at home, but any title that comes out on the Switch will be available to play handheld. What? That's like a gaming tablet, but like with the power of a gaming PC. Obviously pretty pared down, it has to be because it's handheld, but there's pretty much nothing out there like that. That's crazy. It's not just a phone playing Candy Crush, you know what I mean? And it shows playing Skyrim. Skyrim? What? On a handheld? What? Doesn't that just blow your mind? Which, that brings me to my next point. Third-party games on a Nintendo console? What? That's too much. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Games not made by Nintendo on a Nintendo console. I mean, I don't know how long it's been since that's ever happened. If ever. I don't know. But I'm so excited for that because a huge criticism of the Wii and the Wii U was that there were pretty much just no games for it. And me, as a Zelda lover, that's not how the song goes, how the Zelda fanfare goes, but that's just a song I made up. Don't think they're related, because they're not. It's my own thing. Anyways, so as a Zelda fan, the only reason I was really buying Nintendo consoles anymore was for Zelda games. You know, I got the DS for Majora's Mask. Which is not a console, it's a handheld. But I also got the special edition Wind Waker Zelda Wii U, which literally the only reason I was still interested in Nintendo was because of Zelda. I wasn't really playing any other Zelda titles except for Smash when there was nothing else to play and I needed something multiplayer. Which brings me to another point. The Nintendo Switch looks like it has amazing multiplayer capabilities, and it's not just gonna have Smash or whatever. It's not just going to have that one multiplayer game. They also showed new versions of Splatoon, which being able to play that wherever, that's going to be so cool. Not that I've played the game, but it's going to be really cool for the people who really enjoy it. I've seen tons of people saying how excited they are for that. There was also a basketball game, the NBA game on there, and that looks super exciting too. I mean, the multiplayer capabilities are just through the roof all of a sudden, because you don't just have the tablet, so to speak, but they each have their own removable tiny little controllers. And there's actually video of the release trailer that there's like some person playing with this little itty bitty baby controller, but I'm sure that you can get real controllers. That just goes to say how I feel about these little itty bitty little baby controllers, smaller than the Wii remotes, which I don't know. I've tried to play Super Smash on the Wii remotes. No way. Can't be done. Cannot be done. So I usually can attach a different controller, but we'll see. And that's the thing about it. I don't want to just say that the multiplayer capabilities are through the roof. Everything about this console is different and new and opens up possibilities. And this is something that I talked about in my Zelda Breath of the Wild demo review and predictions, because I actually got to work E3 for Nintendo. So I played that demo like 3,000 times, and I saw other people playing that demo 3,000 times too. So I got to see so many different parts of that demo that I really had some things to say about it. And the thing that blew my mind about it is that it enables creativity, because they just created a realistic open world where you can get creative, you can shoot whatever, you can climb whatever, you have all these different tools that can be interacted with themselves. You're no longer limited to the key in the lock type of puzzle. You can solve it in multiple different ways, and it allows for gamer creativity. It's literally just a game that's a framework for whatever you want to do. And that's just amazing. I mean, that's incredible. If you haven't seen my video, you have to check it out. I'll put a little annotation here. You can click that, or there's a link in the description below that you can check out. It's an amazing game from what I've seen. And that was just the demo, which it was rumored to be only 2% of the map of the actual Zelda Breath of the Wild game, which just that in and of itself blew my mind, because I saw so many hours of gameplay of just 2% of the game. Amazing. And it seems to me as though Nintendo has just created the same thing in a console. They've created a framework that is going to change how games are made. Games are going to be made to be played either at home or multiplayer, or to be taken outside and played all the time. It's going to change everything. I really, truly believe that. So here's something that I really feel like I have to talk about. We're going to go back to the idea that this is a hybrid console, as in hybrid and handheld. I think that it's going to be huge. I really believe in it. I believe that it's going to change how games are made, like I just said. But you also have this feeling like, well, why would you make a 2-in-1? Jack of all trades, master of none. That's what they say, isn't it? I'm worried that it's not going to be as good as a home console, and it's not going to be good as a handheld. I'm really worried about that. Although Nintendo has had a firm grasp on handheld for a long time. I mean, there really hasn't been competition for the Game Boy. You know what I mean? They are what handheld consoles should be, except for maybe phones. But they have a grasp on that too because of Pokemon Go. And look, that is one of the most successful mobile games that has ever been made. Whether or not it's dead now, whatever. They made so much money, their stock went up so fast. You cannot deny that that was one of the most successful mobile games of all time. And it's only been out for like 6 months, okay? So there's a lot more to come from it. I truly believe that. So with Nintendo really having a firm grasp on mobile games now, AR now, because of Pokemon Go, and the fact that it's created a console that is modular in nature, high-powered, made for home, but can also be taken outside, there's something in the works here. And this is something that I said about the Wii U. I really thought that the Wii U was a disaster of a console. Why? How many reasons can I list? So many. All of them. But the most important was that no one really got it. Like, why would you have this giant tablet? If I wanted to use a tablet, I have a tablet, right? And no one really understood what the deal was. Like, it really just felt like they were building on the Wii, the success of the Wii as a motion controller, which when the Wii came out, the idea of motion controls was revolutionary at the time, and they got a Wii in almost every household in America because of the Wii Fitness and Wii Sports, and it really revolutionized everything. And the Wii U just sort of felt like a lazy upgrade, slight upgrade with a little bit of a change. But now we can see, and this is what I thought, that Nintendo was never really focused on the Wii U in and of itself, and that was proven in the fact that it got like no titles. Like, nothing was released on the Wii U. I only bought a Wii U for a new Zelda game, and then they announced that it wasn't going to be on the Wii U. It was going to be available for the Wii U and the NX. And I'm not going to play a brand new game on an old console, because I'm just not going to do that, right? Who would? So my whole concept, my whole theory was always that the Wii U was a transitional console. It was not something Nintendo was ever going to put a lot of time and money into because they were already working on the next thing. It's literally the same as iPhone releasing an S version or a C version of their phone so that they have a full 2 years before they can release, or more, considering the iPhone 7 is really just not that much of an upgrade. How about that, Apple? Anyways, so the Wii U was literally like the iPhone 6S. It was just a transitional phase to help make a little bit more money so that they could put more energy into the NX. And it has been clearly, this is such a different console. This is such a different concept than anything we've ever seen. And I had faith in them after the after the Wii. I lost it with the Wii U, but I have faith in them again. I also find this idea of a tablet very interesting. I wonder how it's going to tie in with Zelda Breath of the Wild, because with Zelda Breath of the Wild, he has a tablet, and he waves it over something in part of the game to unlock certain things. It's part of the puzzle aspect of the game, and I still wonder how that's going to tie in. It hasn't become immediately clear, but I do still wonder about that. So my first impressions video has been a little bit longer than I intended. I don't have a lot of time to edit it, so if there are some weird cuts, sorry about that, but I have to go to my audition, so I really gotta go. But I just I had so much to talk about after I watched the trailer. You guys should definitely watch the trailer. I'll put a link in the description below. This is such a cool step for Nintendo. I'm a little bit nervous about all those moving parts. The trailer shows you take the tablet out, you take just the controllers out, and then you put them back together into this other separate controller. And I'm just a little bit worried that it's going to be like a frustrating Rubik's Cube for some people. Maybe it'll be easy to learn. I'm not sure. It might be a little bit like this, but we'll see. I have faith. I have hope. I will pray to the Nintendo gods that this will be an amazing console, because they got my money. They have my money. I'm definitely gonna buy it. So here's hoping that there is even more awesome information about the Nintendo Switch to come. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with all your friends so they can enjoy it too, and you guys can share your own theories about the NX. Speaking of sharing your own theories, please leave me a comment below. I'm really excited to hear what you guys are excited about for this console. So, I'm so amped up, but I really have to go. So, thank you guys. I love you guys. Bye!